What's up, bitches? Nacho here, coming at you live with UDL Week 1. Okay, maybe not live. Whatever. Anyway, so, Week 1, get to try out our team for the first time, and we get to try it out against Jude the Uno and his Scotland Salandits. And they have a very formidable team. Yeah, Mega Lopunny is always an issue. Like, I always seem to, have a Lopunny weak team, though not necessarily this time. But yeah, and then also Manaphy is scary all the time. So we brought kind of four things just for those two mons, and then I brought Raikou as a pivot and Mamoswine as just kind of a wall breaker in general. But yeah, I guess we can kind of go over that. But first, I'd like to ask you my question of the day, which today is going to be, what's your favorite Mega? Because I don't think I've asked that before. And you can kind of take from that what you will and answer it. You know, maybe your favorite Mega to use in League format or on the ladder, or just in general, like design-wise or whatever. I'll answer it both ways. I'll say that competitively, I really like using Mega Charizard X and Y, and also Altaria, and there's just a lot of them I like using. But design-wise, Mega Garchomp, so fucking cool. I just wish it was better. I mean, it's not bad, but Anyway, so question of the day, answer that. The team, right out of the gate, I'm using defensive Mew. Why? Because it's pretty good at doing that. And he has a Lopunny, so that's gonna kind of help, hopefully. We'll see. And then also a physically defensive Weezing with Destiny Bond and Will-O-Wisp and things, and just, oh yeah, it's Rocky Helmet also. So it's basically just to be the switch into Lopunny, and just get some chip off on it. And I don't really have much else to take it on besides those two things, so hopefully they are enough. I have a combination of Empoleon with Roar, and I don't remember if I brought Defog or if I brought Stealth Rocks. Or actually, I think I brought both. So, probably anyway. Yeah, that's kind of for Manaphy, but also Goodra is kind of a Manaphy answer also with T-Bolt. With, oh yeah, I brought Muddy Water. I should have brought Earthquake instead, but what are you going to do? That was kind of a last minute, weird decision by me. Should have just not changed it. Anyway, and then Raikou, as I said, is kind of just the pivot, so it's going to, Volt Switch on anything because he didn't bring a ground type, unless Silvalley's ground type, but we'll get to that when we come to it. And then Memo is Life Orb Memo with, regular Memo stuff going on. So, let's get to the battle. I'm going to lead off with Raikou just to try and Volt Switch on something and get some momentum, which is what I do. Here we go. We got Floppy Doom over there. I'm going to go right out into Weezing to take whatever he's going to do here, the Fake Out or the Power Up Punch, but it's Fake Out. He's going to go predictably into the Raichu, and I'm going to go right into Goodra on his Nasty Plot, and I can still take anything because I'm Assault Vest, so not too worried about that. But he goes into Ferrothorn as I go for the Draco, because I was just kind of hoping to bop something. I should have figured that Dancy would come out first, but it comes out now to take this Flamethrower. He might have been scouting for that, or he might have thought it might have been locked into Draco. But I'm going to go into the Empoleon, so he goes for the Toxic, so that was a good play. Kind of an accident, because I didn't expect Toxic there, to be honest. I throw Rocks up, go back out into Goodra here, so I'm going to go for the Muddy Water this time, I think, but it still does, nothing. And Earthquake would have been nice, but yeah, what are you going to do? Empoleon comes back in, he goes for Toxic again, so this is going to kind of be my dedicated switch into this now, because I don't know what else it can do. I don't know if he's carrying Earth Power. If he was, that was kind of a dangerous play, but I figured that this would come in, he goes for Psyshock, I'm going to just Volt Switch out on it, and go into Goodra again. And unfortunately, I'm not being very smart with my Goodra here, because I still need it for Manaphy later, if it gets away from me. So I go for a Draco, and that was kind of a bad play. I should have just gone for, a Flamethrower or Muddy Water or something else, because he was always going to switch into one of these two things, the Ferrothorn or the Dancy. He does knock off my Assault Vest, which is unfortunate, and he does turn out to be Silvally Ground, so that's kind of, not the greatest, but I can always go into the Weezing there to take that on, as he goes for the parting shot, and parting shot is so annoying because you can never get momentum, like no matter what you do. So you're always going to be behind the 8 ball with parting shot. It's a really underrated move in my opinion. So the Manaphy comes in. I have Empoleon here. He reveals U-turn. I expected him to tail glow or something, so I go for a roar and bring it right back in. And I'm just going to do the same exact thing. Is he just going to try and chip me down with Surf? But I don't want it to set up on me, because that'll be pretty much the end of me. Especially now that Goodra is so low. So I'm just kind of phasing him here. I'm just going to go for a Scald and hopefully burn something that comes in. As the Ferrothorn takes it, I go back into Goodra, thinking maybe I could get, I don't know, so, you know, catch a Leech Seed or something. Anyway, I'm going to Muddy Water this thing, and he's just going to take me out with his multi-attack here. So 24 turns in, I'm down 1 Mon. He defogs for me, which is nice, but I still want Rocks up. I'm going to Earthquake, take out the Silvally. It's 5/5, thankfully. Manaphy's here, so I have to go out into the Empoleon. And I'm going to throw Rocks up, and then go for a Roar. As I do just that. He does try to tail glow on me, but I'm not going to let him stay in there. Ferrothorn comes out, as he does finally go for the Leech Seed. And unfortunately I bring the Manaphy out, so I have to stay in 1 more turn of Leech Seed, so that he doesn't tail glow on me, which he didn't even try, but I didn't have anything else to really take that anyway, so it made sense. Unfortunately I get this thing, so I have to go into Mew, which is my only other defensive thing that can take a Psyshock. Volt Switch doesn't do a ton, which is nice, but my Psychic isn't doing anything to the Ferrothorn. So I will reveal the Flamethrower here, just in case he doesn't expect it, but he pretty much does, goes right into Manaphy, and he's going to probably go for a Tail Glow, so I have to go right into Empoleon. But he's U-turns on me, which is nice, I didn't expect that. Okay, I must not have read that play right. Anyway, so I go for a Psychic, just to get chip off on something. So Empoleon comes in, misses the Toxic, that wouldn't matter anyway. And here I'm going to double out into Raikou because I didn't want the Manaphy coming in for free. And I'm just going to Volt Switch on something. Or, sorry, I guess I'll T-Bolt because why not, right? Damage. He wasn't going to stand, probably. So, I died a Psyshock. I come in with Mammo. And I'm just going to throw off an Earthquake here, which would have killed anything. So Lopunny comes in. I have to go right into the Weezing to take that Fake out, get the chip, and here comes the Manaphy as I Destiny Bond, so that he's definitely either going to U-turn or a Tail Glow, as he does go for the Tail Glow. And now I don't think I can take a +3 Surf, so I'm kind of in a bad spot as Empoleon goes down, and I don't really have anything else except Mew to take this hit, and I'm not even sure I can take it, and I can't. So I'm gonna lose 3-0 to Jude week 1, but that's okay. It was a, you know, I prepped kind of about as good as I could have, other than maybe some coverage moves, but ultimately it just came down to he was really good at chipping down my 2 walls that I had for Manaphy, and he was really good at preserving Manaphy, and yeah, it just came around to be too much for me to handle. So GG to him, really well played game, and next week we fight Nightmare. Love Nacho, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Hope you guys are looking forward to this wonderful season ahead of us in the UDL. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun because I really like this team a lot. As I said, I'm going to give it, you know, maybe 2 more weeks before I look at making some changes because I haven't used everything yet, obviously. You know, it's only 1 weekend. But anyway, yeah, so hit that like button if you can. Sub if you're new. I don't know how many new people are watching my videos anymore, but I keep getting like 1 or 2 subs here and there, so you guys are the real MVPs. Actually, not really. It's the regular guys. You guys are the MVPs. You're all MVPs. I love you all. Anyway, catch you next time. See you later.